A few of you guys have seen my 2019 Duke 390 stunt build that I had done previously, but we're going to mix things up a little bit. I get questions every day about what you can do to bring some life into this Duke 390. It's a great bike from the start, but there are a few things you can do to really bring some life into this bike. So we're going to go over a few of those things in this video, and we're going to call it the top 10 for the Duke 390. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to hit me up, but I hope you guys enjoy the build. Now each rider has their preference, but one of the things I prefer is to take off the stock 110 and I slap on a Dunlop Q4 120 size tire. Provides really good traction, overall way better tire that comes on stock, so I prefer that. In the rear I go up and I go into a 160, and this is the GPR 300, a really good overall tire. These are just suggestions that I have and that I prefer. This is not saying that's going to work for everybody, but this is the step one. Okay, something simple and quick that increases a little bit of horsepower, adds a little bit of torque, is allowing more airflow for your 390. It's a single cylinder, it's doing the best it can. So this top air lid is plastic. It only pulls from the back on the side on this unit, if you know, from back here. So we try to increase the airflow. So we purchased this Cooper High Flow air box lid, and we place it right where the plastic one was. Now this doesn't replace the unit inside. As you see, you want to keep that as well to filter out. This just allows a little bit more airflow from the top, and quick and easy, and it's offered by One Finger. Okay, a quick upgrade that most people like to do is the exhaust. We have the stock exhaust on the 390 right here. Competition Works is a really great company out of Oregon. One Finger sells their products. There's the Cat. You can get the Cat Delete, which they will sell to you. It's about 120 bucks or so. But I opted for the slip-on exhaust. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to keep the Cat for a little bit and then just throw on the exhaust. I'm going to try it out for a little bit, and then I will also include the Cat Delete with it, to see what the differences are in sound and performance. But we'll get that tackled next, and that's number 3 on Easy Mods. Okay, the Competition Works slip-on exhaust is on. It looks really good. I kept the Cat on. There's a Cat Delete down there, but I kept the Cat on to see, if there's any difference in the torque. But let's see how she sounds. There's a little hesitation in the throttle, and we are going to combat that next, and that'll be number 4. So for number 4 on top 10 things to do on the 390, we are at the point where I am throwing on the Cooper ECU piggyback. Has my name on there. It comes to the specs that I'm looking for. What I have this thing programmed for is torque. A lot of bottom end torque and horsepower is what I'm looking for, although it will also come with 1,000 more RPMs at the top, which helps out a lot. But overall, the bike just tends to run a lot smoother and cleaner, and you'll notice right off the bat that you'll get more snap in the throttle, which everyone loves. So the combination of the ECU and the Cooper High Flow air filter with the Competition Works exhaust really makes for some nice torque and horsepower gains. Boom, like that. Step 4 is complete. I have the Cooper ECU installed. Actually did it in about 20 minutes, and it's about 94 degrees out here in the garage, so pretty proud of myself. Ran the ground to the ground side of the battery, actually looped it underneath here, kept it really nice and clean, and ran it into the ignition and the crank sensor and stuff like that. So step 4 is complete. Cooper ECU installed, and getting this thing back together, getting close. All right, as nice as the stock handlebars are, I'm going to upgrade to the Pro Taper KX Highs. Just going to personalize the riding comfort level for me. I like those bars a lot. I'm just going to check back here in a second and see how they look. Step 5 has been completed. It is the fat bars that I put on here instead of the 7/8. I like them. I'm 6'1". I could use the advantage of the height of the bars. If you want to use the stock mount, then you are limited to those bars or something comparable to that. But the fat bars, I have to get rid of the tack, which I'm okay with, but yeah, looks good so far. Okay, step 6 is a two-parter. I get this question a lot with the stock cable. I actually take the cable off. I get rid of this fat piece of foam that goes around it to free things up, and I reroute down below here, and then I go inside the neck, and then I pull around in front of the left fork, and then I reattach the new clutch. Actually, the second part of this is the easy pull clutch by one finger. Really like this clutch. It just takes one finger to pull the clutch in. They do make a two finger that makes it even easier, but I find that the one finger is perfect. Love this clutch, picked it up, and that's step 6. Okay, here we are, step 7. Just a small upgrade that I like. I'm 200 pounds and I ride this thing pretty aggressively. So what I did is I called up Race Tech and got a stiffer spring. There's the part number right there, and I'm gonna put that in today. It just stiffens up the back end for me, and you know, it costs about $100 or so, and I think I paid 25 or 35 for the install. But yeah, just simple upgrade. Step 7. Pretty simple upgrade. Number 8 is the front and back moto seat. One Figure sells the kit for the front and back. Provides better grip overall than OEM, and makes the bike look good. So that's number 8. Number 9 on the upgrades to the Duke 390 is a fairly simple one. I like to change out the front brake lever. You know, a lot of these that I'm doing are not mandatory by any means. These are just suggestions, but I really like this front brake lever. KTM Power Parts makes this thing. There's the part number right there. I really like that it's a folding lever. It's a lot smoother on their hand, and it seems like it's a bit longer, so I can get more grip on it. But you know, CNC made, really nice, and matches the bike. So number 9, front brake lever. Last but not least is oil. I do recommend, for number 10, the 300V 10 weight 40. It's basically called honey juice, but it's green. I really like the way my bikes perform from using this for the past year or so. Comes highly recommended in the industry, so I started using it and been really happy with it. So I suggest changing the oil fairly often if you are hard on your bike, which I am. So last but not least, number 10, oil. Okay, I have completed the top 10 things for upgrades on a Duke 390. Now you'll see some other things on this bike which are not in the video, but those are specific things I use for stunt riding. The top 10 things I recommend are in the video, are basically answering questions I got all of last year on my 2018 Duke 390 build. So I hope you guys enjoy this short video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask away, and I'm excited to jump on this thing and see how it turns out.